What's up, Buffalo Nation? Today we have a lot to cover, several great news stories. So we're going to make like a bird and fly through them. Today we're going to talk about Fox Sports analyst Tim Brando, who said some controversial things about the media's coverage of Colorado. And I'm going to warn you, this story is a little bit more serious, but we've got good news and some lighthearted fun toward the end to warm you back up. So stick with us. As we all know, the sports media has been consumed with Colorado football. And while the sports media is often stirring the pot and creating fake drama,
Hold on. Oh no. Do you believe in that? Huh?
Coach Prime has been ignoring all of the distractions and just taking care of business. If there's one thing I love about Coach Prime, it's that he knows how to handle the media. I've told you that several times. He isn't going to allow the media to drag him into this distracting crap on the side. And he isn't going to give the mic to people like Jason Whitlock, who are trying to make money by creating fake drama. Coach Prime is only going to speak up on his terms because at the end of the day, he's a leader. So grab some popcorn, sit back, get ready, because we're going to talk about the media's coverage of Coach Prime. All right, first up, let's talk about Fox Sports analyst Tim Brando, who went on Outkick's Hot Mic to talk about the media coverage of Colorado. I'm going to link the article in the description, but to paraphrase, he said that what the media who is currently covering Coach Prime and the Buffaloes are making it about race, and we're completely missing the point. And that they were appealing to his words, lowest common denominator. He went on to say that 75% of the players in college football were black, and lots of coaches are, and that the race issue essentially was already covered. He went on to say the following: to make it about race is to, in my opinion, gloss over this amazing historic run that Deion has had. And regardless of the outcome of the games at both Oregon and the loss at home to USC, he's already won. I mean, he has. They are still the most talked about team in America. So I'm not going to lie. I read this article and had some conflicting feelings. In some way, I agree that what Coach Prime is doing is transcendent and is so much bigger than race. And I do believe that the media often tries to use race to try to divide us and create drama. But there's another part of me that thought, is it truly that simple? What about the people who consider him a role model because he's a successful African American? Do you think that it matters to them? What if these media companies who Tim attacked were trying to reach them, and it wasn't just about making drama? After thinking about this for a while, I came to some conclusions. I think some people love Coach Prime because he's a successful African American. I think some people love Coach Prime because what he's done in life transcends race. Some people may love him because he dresses great. Some people may love him because he's brutally honest. But in the end, the only thing that truly matters is not why you love Coach Prime. It's that you do love Coach Prime. We don't have to have the same reasons for loving someone or thinking that they're a good person or supporting what they do. We don't have to read the same articles. It's not my place to judge your reasons for loving Coach Prime, and it's ultimately not your place to judge my reasons for loving Coach Prime. At the end of the day, I'm happy that you're supporting what he's doing. I'm happy that you're here listening to our show, watching our YouTube channel, but I don't really care why you love Coach Prime. And I don't mean that as I don't care. It's just not important to me. You can love him because he's a great football coach. You can love him because he's a cultural icon or hero. You can love him because he's in the Hall of Fame. You can love him because you grew up a Cowboys fan. It doesn't matter to me. I am not like these media companies who want to divide and say that you can only love Coach Prime for this reason. That's not my MO. I'm just glad that you love him one way or the other. And I do also appreciate all of you who love us and who support what we do. Next topic. We want to tell you the story of a cool phone call between Omarion Miller after last week's USC game, which he obviously went off. So Snoop Dogg calls Deion Sanders after the game and wanted to have a word with Omarion. So Coach Prime walked over to Omarion and said, hey, somebody wants to talk to you. And he hands him the phone. And Miller looked at the phone and was like, oh my God, when he saw Snoop Dogg's name. Now, that whole thing was crazy. Miller went on to say that Snoop Dogg was just telling me, keep working. He liked what I did. But what a moment. This kid is a freshman, right? And he's playing on the biggest stage in the world, playing a top 10 team, playing for Coach Prime. And I can't even imagine the way he felt after the game. I know he's probably a little disappointed that he played, well, but the team didn't win. I know he was happy in the way he played. I know he was proud of himself. But imagine Snoop Dogg calling you after the game. That is unreal. And we relate a lot back to recruiting. I hate to make everything about recruiting, but what a recruiting angle for Coach Prime to be able to say, hey, come here. This is the kind of support, this is the kind of love from cultural icons that you're going to get. A really, really neat story, something that I think stands out above so much that we talk about, but really, really cool for Omarion. Hopefully, he has another game like that, goes off this weekend, and Snoop can call him after a win this week against Arizona State. All right, if you're enjoying the content, if you're enjoying the show so far, we've got 2 more quick stories that we want to tell you about. Do us a quick favor. If you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button. We really do appreciate all the support that you guys have given us. Tens of thousands and sometimes hundreds of thousands of you guys are watching this, and we really, really appreciate you guys. The best way to show support for the show, I know that you guys support Coach Prime and everything he's doing. The best way to show support for the show is to hit that subscribe button. If we see one video gets more subscribers than another, we assume that more people liked that one, and we try to do more content like that. So if you haven't joined us just yet, hit that button for us. All right, the next story we want to talk about is the NCAA targeting Coach Prime in Colorado with this new proposed rule change on photo shoots. Have you guys heard this? Looks like that the NCAA is thinking about getting rid of unofficial visit photo shoots. We've got one up on the screen now. And this is absurd because this has gone on for years and years and years. And Coach Prime came out and took this to another level. And of course, everything they do there in Boulder is a different level. And you've seen what Well Off Media has done and other outlets. The coverage in Boulder is different than everywhere else. And now the NCAA is thinking about shutting this down after Coach Prime has had one season, not even one full year, of doing this. Now, I don't know what the ultimate reasoning behind this is, but I don't like this at all. Of course, Coach Prime is doing things bigger and bolder and better than most people out there. And all of a sudden, here comes the NCAA laying the hammer down on something that everyone loves. Kids love taking these pictures. Fans love seeing the players in their favorite pictures. Even trolls love sharing the pictures later if the kid didn't pick their school. So I don't love this by the NCAA. They are a power-hungry and greedy organization that has always been concerned about themselves more than the student-athlete and certainly more than the high school recruit. And I think this is frustrating. I hope this rule change does not go through. I can't imagine the idea behind a bunch of old men in suits in the middle of the country telling high schoolers you can't take pictures at unofficial visits. Hopefully this doesn't go through. It's annoying if it does. All right, last story today is about Colorado football's 4-star recruit who ended up flexing and going super viral. Check out wide receiver recruit Aaron Butler's insane, jacked photo that has blown up and gone viral absolutely everywhere. Colorado fans are loving this. They cannot wait to get this guy on campus. And ESPN has him ranked as the 80th overall player in their ESPN Top 300. He's looking to come in and make a contribution right away. And with a photo like this, again, you got to see him out there on the field, but it's hard to think that he won't. Shout out this man for putting in absolute work. He looks like he's already been on a college campus for a couple of years. I can't imagine once he gets to Boulder in that Division I strength and conditioning program, what he's going to look like. These are the physical specimens that Coach Prime is looking to bring into Colorado. Really, really neat stuff to see. Social media absolutely went ablaze when this photo started getting shared again this week, and we thought it was interesting as well. A lot of recruiting stuff coming down the pike, not only from Butler, but from others as well. So make sure you're locked in with us and you don't miss it. Hey, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys for all the love and support. We previewed the Arizona State game yesterday. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's on our page. We love you guys. Let's go get that win tomorrow. Go Buffs, and thank you for always watching the prime time for college football.